Swag on them, Riz on them. All right. Kiri-Ai, something I should have had a month or two ago, but it didn't get set my way. Kiri-Ai the Duel. Shout out my guy Tyne, told me about this game. He read an article and it sounded real good. Alright, two samurai face each other on the cliff's edge. Cloudy skies darken the night. The moon breaks through as they strike. Become the ultimate samurai duelist by outplanning your opponent and delivering the decisive strike. A quick and strategic two-player game where every move could lead to victory or death. Each turn, players place cards face down and reveal them, much like a war or something. At the same time, to carefully move your samurai into range. Deliver deadly attacks or a devastating special attack. Perform a dash and follow it with a close strike while your opponent is out of position, or perform 2 attacks in a row to catch them off guard. Every action matters in a duel to the death. Stored in a cloth case based on Edo-era Japanese wallets to carry gold coins. So like this one seems real interesting. 2 players, age 13 plus, 5 to 10 minutes. Lucky Duck and Mugen Gaming. Yeah. Actually, in waiting for this, I actually got another copy coming, but of course I'll flip that one. Game design and art by Kamibayashi. Alright, you got the nice bag. Kind of like a button shot game. That's what it puts you in the mind of. Man, really like a button shot game. 2 samurai face each other on the cliff's edge. Cloudy skies darken the night. The moon breaks through as they strike. This is Kiri-Ai, the Duel. Nice. Fancy. Alright, by Kamibayashi. Rules, cards. Some teeth in here. Yeah, kind of hard to get these things a lot of times. There we go. Alright. Cards. They look like this. I'm sure you gotta, like, you line the cards up on the table a certain way. And then you gotta line these dots up, I'm sure. Got the nice treatment on there. Kind of like a Force of Will card that, raised the glossy. I love that. Nice and abstract. Got the feeling I'm gonna love this game. Is this an 18 card game? Might be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Not even 18, 16 card. Some of them got different backs. Cool. Alright, how does this thing play? Alright, rounds. The game in each round starts with... Okay. Rounds. No. Contents. 2 samurai face off each other. 16 cards in this instruction sheet. Object of the game: defeat your opponent in a samurai duel by planning actions carefully to deal 2 damaging attacks first. Gameplay overview. Each player has a hand of action cards that represent movements, attacks, or special attacks on the battlefield. At the beginning of each round, players will place 2 cards from their hand face down next to the battlefield and resolve the cards one at a time to perform actions. Setup. The game is set up by choosing between the standard or advanced battlefield and placing the chosen battlefield face up, and it's recommended to play several standard games before choosing the advanced battlefield. One player will be the red samurai and the other will be the blue samurai. Each player will receive the 5 cards matching the color of their samurai card and 1 random orange special attack card to start their hand. The remaining special attack card is discarded face down. The samurai cards will be placed on the battlefield with the uninjured side, white silhouette, and a 45-degree angle starting in the heaven stance is shown. Okay, we're playing with the basic one first. Basic has to have less. Okay, yeah, you got the red samurai and the blue one. Like a samurai. God dang, I'm high. Alright, right there. Heaven stance. Where you're, okay, kind of looking like an exceed or battle kind. Playing within a range of 4 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 away. Cool. Alright, okay, heaven stance right here. Each white square on the battlefield card represents a space for the samurai cards. Each samurai card should always be located on one of the spaces and can share a space. Okay, even a bunch of stuff in the back. Should always be located on one of the spaces and can share a space. Okay. Okay, rounds. The game in each round starts with both players playing 2 cards face down in front of them to perform 2 actions during the round. The card closest to the opponent is the first action to be performed, and the further card is the second action. Each player reveals their first action card simultaneously. Movement cards always occur first, and the actions are performed in the following priority. Man, I wish Daniel was here to freaking play this game. Shout out Daniel. Movement cards played while in heaven stance move first. A, charge. B, approach/retreat. C, change stance. 2, attack/special attack cards. These actions occur at the same time. If 2 movement cards have the same priority, then they occur at the same time. I mean, if the resulting moves can't be performed successfully, then the samurai cards move to the closest space that results in equal movement. Example, 2 charge cards are played. Okay, so which one is charge? It sounds like swap position right here. This might be charge right here. Charge 3. Charge 2. Charge 2. Charge 3. No, charge 1. Charge 2. Swap spots maybe. And special attack right here maybe. Got 3 special attacks. Everybody has a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in their hand at the beginning. And then there's a special that's discarded. And then, oh, each guy has a special probably. And then a special that's discarded maybe. And the card backs all look like this. Okay. Okay, 2 charge cards are played while both players are in heaven stance in 3 spaces apart. Each player would move 1 space forward, ending 1 space apart. Okay, heaven stance. One space, or you could charge 2 spaces, but if both players are charging at the same time, then it'll just be 1 each, equal. Okay, charge and approach are played when 2 spaces apart. The player with charge moves 2 spaces to the same space the opponent and the other players don't move. Okay, charge. Approach is probably 1 and charge is 2. After the first action has been completed by each player, both players then reveal their second card simultaneously. Once the second card has been resolved for both players, the round goes to the end of the round phase. In the round, after both actions have been performed by the players, Each player will return the first card that they played to their hand and will set aside the second card for 1 round. After the first round, there will be 1 card set aside for each player. That card is replaced by the second card played in each round, with the card set aside from the previous round returning to the player's hands. If any orange special attack cards played in the round, they are discarded and will not be available for the rest of the game. If a special attack card is played second and it is still discarded, and the player will have a card set aside for the round. For 1 round. Okay. Once the second card has been set aside, the card from the previous round is picked up, and the special attack cards are discarded from the game. The round ends and a new one starts. Rounds continue until 1 samurai is defeated. Watch how to play and see the advanced battlefield rules at Kiri-Ai.com. Alright, so that special does all kind of strikes, looks like. Okay, how does one get that super special though? Alright, actions, movement. Red, blue is movement. There are 2 movement cards representing 4 possible movement actions based on the side of the card played closest to the opponent. Players, samurai, can't move past each other on the battlefield. If a movement would have them move past their opponent, they stop at the same space as their opponent instead. Players move their samurai card on the battlefield as indicated on the movement card. Okay, approach, yeah, like I figured, just a 1. Player moves their samurai 1 battlefield space towards their opponent. Okay, retreat is going down. I didn't peep that. Okay, retreat. Okay, when you got it like this, maybe it's a retreat. Okay, so this is maybe you can play it upside down, like as a retreat. Player moves their samurai 1 battlefield space away from their opponent. Man, I would have liked if they would have just spelled it out in English. Okay, retreat is which one? Kiri-Ai. The one's going down. I guess however you look at it, this one is retreating and this one is advancing. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Alright, then we got the charge, which is 2. Player moves their samurai 2 battlefield spaces towards their opponent. Change stance. There are 2 stances, heaven and earth. Player changes the stance of the samurai by rotating the samurai card on the same space. The samurai's current stance must match the stance of an attack card for it to be successful. I take it these are the attack cards with the yellow line in them. That's interesting. Alright, so you change stance. 1 card to change your stance. And then say you got it. Okay, so maybe you flip the card. I don't know. Alright, let's bossed up, whatever it is. Alright. Okay, attack. Each attack and special attack card indicates required stance in the space that the attack hits. If the opponent is at the space indicated on the card and the samurai is in the correct stance, then the attack will be successful. Attacks in the wrong stance can be played but are feints and are not successful. If attacks from both players will be successful, the swords strike each other and neither player is damaged. And this also applies for special attack cards except for the counterattack card, which only deals damage when played at the same time as a successful attack from the opponent. If an attack is successful and it's not canceled by a successful attack from the opponent, then it deals damage. The player who receives damage flips the samurai card from the white silhouette to the damaged black silhouette side. Oh man, okay. Okay, you've been hit once, okay. Okay, so I guess you're striking with the left right here, and then you're striking with the left right there again. Okay, but you gotta be, okay, like maybe defensive stance, And then maybe offensive stance. Change stance. Okay, there's heaven and earth. Okay, you start in heaven. Okay, heaven. Okay, heaven. Okay, heaven is your got the sword up high. Earth is you got the sword down low. Okay, towards the earth in heaven. Oh, okay, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you start at heaven. Nice. Okay, there are two stances, heaven and earth. Players change the stance of the samurai by rotating the samurai card of the same space. The samurai's current stance must match the stance on the attack card for it to be successful. Bet. Okay. Heaven has the top on it, the top of the roof. Okay. Striking heaven right here. Striking earth right there. Striking heaven or earth right here. Okay, nice. All right, black silhouette side. It keeps the same stance and battlefield space. If a samurai is damaged while on the damage side, then they are defeated. Ending the game, the duel is over. Kamibayashi, creator from Yokohama, Japan. Still got to hit up Japan one of these days. He started his career in advertising design before starting his own company, Titanheads, in 1999. His passion is using clean and clever design to bring games to life for himself and other creators. Mugen Gaming, publisher, Kansas City, Missouri, USA. Mugen Gaming was launched in 2023 in order to find the hidden treasures in tabletop games from Japan and bring them to the US market and beyond. Nice. Alright, attack cards. There's 3 attack cards. High strike, a long distance slash from above to slice through the opponent like bamboo. Makes sense. Successful only while in heaven stance. Hits the space located 2 spaces in front of the attacker. Hits the space located 2 spaces in front of the attacker. Okay, heaven stance. 2 spaces in front. 1, 2 space. I don't get it. Okay, the attacker's here. And then you're hitting them 2 spaces in front of them. No. Okay. If I'm blue. Okay, I'm blue. I'm blue. And then I'm going to hit you 2 spaces away. Makes sense. I'm red. I'm hitting blue 2 spaces away. Alright, hits 2 spaces away. Okay, low strike. A rising slash delivered from a low sword position. Successful only when in earth stance and hits the space immediately in front of the attacker. Balance strike. A sideways slash that is successful from both stances. Hits if both the attacker and opponent are in the same space. Okay, overlapping. You can overlap in the game. Man, this game seems cool. It's Hades, which is hot. Important reminder, remember your stance. Most attacks are only successfully hit your opponent if you're on the correct stance. Special attack card. There are 3 special attack cards. Kisa Strike, an attack empowered by inner piece that hits 2 spaces. Hits the space that the attacker is in and also 1 space in front. Successful only while in the heaven stance. And after attacking, the samurai automatically switches stances into earth stance. Man, this sounds cool. So cool. Alright, so switch from heaven to earth. Kisa. Okay. From 1 spot away. Or the spot you're already in, it said. Okay, let's go to Zanetisa Strike. An iron splitting attack that hits 2 spaces. 1, 2. Hits the spaces 2 and 3 spaces in front of the attacker. An iron splitting attack that hits 2 spaces, hits the spaces 2 and 3 spaces in front of the attacker. Okay, this is the attacker. 1, 2 and 3 spaces away. Okay, makes sense. Successful Only while in the earth stance. After attacking, the samurai automatically switches stances from heaven. Into the heaven stance. Okay. In counterattack, this card cancels a successful attack or special attack from the opponent and then deals damage. If the opponent does not hit with an attack or special attack during the same action when the counterattack is played, then counterattack does nothing and is discarded as normal. Nice. I love the mind games. Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes, right up my alley. Can't wait to play this one. I'm sure this is probably on TTS too, so could just do that. Might just do that. I don't know. Alright, Oyo Games, like, comment, subscribe. Surely I can get this Kiri-Ai played before too long. Hopefully. Alright. Peace.